My name is Rachel and I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. I have a younger brother and we were both raised by a single mom. My mom was white and my dad was black. Growing up in grade school, I always felt other and knew that I was different from my peers because I was the only non-white person in my classes for many, many years. And that really kind of formed the backbone of my identity as not really fitting in, because when you're a kid, all you want to do is belong to the group. You want to fit in, you want to look the same, act the same, and I couldn't do that. The most popular girls in my class were blonde-haired, blue-eyed, apple cheeks and all that, and I looked different. I had brown skin, I had dark hair, my hair didn't do the same things that theirs did, and so no matter how much I wanted to be one of the popular girls, it just never really happened for me.
Don't listen to him, Queen. It don't matter.
It does matter. It matters to me. It's like half of me missing. I love you, Mimi. The black me. But who the other side of me? The white me. Where she came from?
Love, child.
With regards to how I identify, I don't identify as white, obviously, but I'm still learning what black means to me because there are so many different definitions of blackness. I would say that I identify as either biracial or multiracial. Growing up, I was definitely treated differently for being non-white, but at the same time, whenever I was exposed to communities of black people or spent time in black spaces, I was never really accepted there either because I am quite light-skinned, and there is a lot of animosity in some black circles with regards to that, because the darker you are, the worse you're perceived, and so light-skinned is highly desired, and so therefore kind of hated at the same time by the community. So I never really fit into either space. So after I left home and went away to college, became an adult in the world, I definitely recognized that I was treated differently for not being white. Whether that was the way people spoke to me or just the situations I found myself in with my white friends and white peers, it was made very clear to me that I was not white and that I would not be accepted as white. When you grow up not really belonging to any group, you start to not want to belong to any group, and so I just pushed all of that away, and I didn't spend all of my time with white friends or black friends, or I just spent time with people. I spent time with people that I liked and personalities that I connected with, and really tried not to make race a big deal in my life. But of course, when you avoid things in your life, they become bigger deals, and so it always finds me. But as I've gotten older and navigating the adult world, I have found a certain level of comfortability in my skin that I didn't have growing up. For the most part, I do a very good job at advocating for myself, and if I feel I'm being treated unfairly, I will speak up, and I'm not shy about it, so it hasn't really been an issue for me. So when I find myself in either black spaces or white spaces, I really don't feel any pressure to act a certain way because I've never been accepted in those spaces to begin with. So I, from a very young age, had to develop my own other identity because my white friends, you know, they were my friends, but I wasn't white. And my black friends, they were my friends, but I wasn't black. And so I kind of had to create this personality, this way that I related to people who were different than me because I didn't fit in the boxes really nicely. So I don't feel that I have to act a certain way when I'm in black spaces or when I'm in white spaces. I act like me. In a way, it's been really freeing. I definitely have a strong sense of individuality and independence because of it. Those are traits I prize highly in myself. But on the flip side, you know, it would be nice to have a community and to really feel connected to a culture that I really missed out on growing up. But it's difficult because even if I wanted to be accepted in a predominantly black space, I didn't have many of the typical black experiences that form that camaraderie and form that community within those black spaces. And so even if I wanted to dive in head first and rediscover that side of myself, it's not there. It's not something that I can discover. It's something I have to build. And so that's where my focus is right now, is learning how to build this non-whiteness, this blackness into my life and what that means for me.